except for the violent gods. So Poseidon, have mercy on us as we tackle the odds. Quick, manufacturer, shoot at that latcher, steer the submarine. I'm here to keep my crew safe and far from dying. Don't protest, let's get to that nest, 'cause there's only one way to go. Yes, we're on another league. The league's below. That's all I really have to say as the tide shifts into dismay. I know you're not a fish and that there's only water outside. I'll still rip you apart and hang you out to dry. I don't know what that line is referring to. I think it's the monsters they're fighting, but I don't remember. A moment. Oh gosh, darn it! My script. Where is it? Here. Let's see. This is scuffed. What? Turn on the reactor. I can't tell where we are. Does that even matter? Something's on the ship and it's full of gore. One moment. There we go. Oh, hey, look. It's the ocean floor. Reactor's on and the tide turns. What the hell is that? A worm? No, just a crawler that's been huskified with a goal to eat us all alive. Oh, phew, we made it to the next port. We got rid of the crawler nest and we're still alive. Mission successful. Captain, may I ask where the clowns you were supposed to be transporting are? The who and what now? I think we lost them at about line 8 or 9 by my count. There were clowns here? Anyway, let's see, the league's below. Where is that image? We're gonna finish it off. Yeah, sea folk. PNG. Get rid of that then. And there. Scene. Oh well. Welcome everyone, the 0 concurrent viewers. Oh gosh, yeah, that is delayed. To TCOP, the leagues below. Alright. This is the last part of the Northern Sea trilogy. Sea life. Okay, so this is the last part of the Northern Sea trilogy, the sea life. We will be talking about the wildlife that isn't officially a tribal race. Basically, we're going to go through the beach, the swamp, and then we're just going to talk about the misc category. There are 15 fish underneath the sea. So yeah, this will be fun. One moment, that will begin shortly. I need to do something real fast. I'm back. Scene. Current viewers. This is the last part of the Northern Sea Trilogy. Yeah, I read that. The beach, the main home of the crabs, the harpy, and the surfers. The beach is normally home to the fewest species in terms of non-tribal race. This is kind of true, but also non-tribal animals, okay. Yeah, because there's about one less than the swamp, but the swamp has a reason for it being empty. Okay, so 1. Shell moss. Hard blue moss that grows to look like a seashell during low tides. It filter feeds from the water during high tides, but needs to breathe air, or at least needs to access oxygen. It's both hard to break and has camouflage, but when cooked, it replaced crab legs as a delicacy. It simply drips and pours out of the shell as a stream of mouth-watering goodness. It can also grow on the backs of crabs that see it as extra armor. It's commonly mistaken for mussels or clams, since it's basically a moss structure that grows into a clam. 2. Land coral. This is almost exclusively used as armor for crabs. Like shell moss, it's a hard filter feeder that breathes air, growing near the coast. It's almost extinct because it's easy to find and is better at mimicking crab legs than shell moss. It's also known to state the cravings for crab. It was also known to state the cravings for crab after Ginseng rose to power when boiled. When boiled, it is almost indistinguishable from crab legs, so it is sometimes called crab tree. Sand shrooms. Mushrooms that grow in a sandy environment. They were accidentally brought from the desert in exchange for some basking. This should be taken with a grain of salt since the interviewee was smoking some sand shrooms. Sand shrooms, as you may have guessed, are an invasive species, but since they aren't adapted for the coast, their survival seems to be a joke. And it is. Wiggle worms. A large worm-like fish that wiggles around as it moves. It's been used in the past to find shell moss, but it usually eats them when it does. It will burrow underground and sniff out food. Its diet includes shell moss, small fish that venture too close to the shore, and small fish that venture too close to the shore. Dang, I wrote these. You'd think I'd be better at reading them. It wiggles ecstatically to attract mates during the breeding season. They are cut into chunks and turned into kebabs. Hidden swallowtail, a large fish that burrows under the sand and wiggles its tail to attract wiggle worms to swallow them whole. Although they are one of 2 main animals that call the beach home, most of the information we got from the surfers was about ways to cook them. They are just big enough to fill a wok, meaning if you put them in the bottom and cook a delicate stir-fry on top, flipping the stir-fry and marinating the fish in the juices until the stir-fry is finished, then slide the entire swallowtail onto a plate, or whatever the equivalent to a plate is, then slide the entire swallowtail onto a plate. It's as difficult and traditional as a Thanksgiving turkey. There's also a stuffed swallowtail, a spicy swallowtail, and a swallowtail stew. The swamp. The main home of the miremen, the lizardmen, and, of course, swamp. Boom. Alright, did I save that? Yes. Kind of. Okay, it tried to crash just then. It just stopped. Okay. I don't think I missed anything. I caught it really well. So I'll just start from the Swamp, the main home of the Minemen, the Lizardmen, and the Swamp. Okay. The swamp is used as a nursery for baby crabs, and certain fish pose a danger to them. So there are even fewer creatures here. Fire ivy, also known as flame moss. It isn't a moss this time, it's actual ivy plant. The ivy is chocked full of capsaicin, which is the chemical that is to blame for spicy food. It capsaicin, which can cause burns when touched. It's used to spice dishes and add a kick, but with this ivy, a little is a lot. Normally, it's dried and ground into a powder which can be used as a weapon if a pouch is thrown, aka pepper spray with AoE. Black fiber roots, also sometimes called poop plant. Its main ability is that it gets rid of any meal buffs and lets you reapply them. Don't use in public spaces 20 feet or more from the closest restroom. It removes some status ailments like burning guts and intestines in general. 3. Wood shrooms, a group of different mushrooms that grow on the trees of the swamp. They're about 7 each with a different rarity, flavor, and appearance. Some are valuable, some are used in salad, and others are collected as good luck charms. Each has its use, but none are poisonous nor deadly. Oak floats. The main tree in the swamp. It resists rotting and will take a while before it turns into driftwood, making it a very sought after item to the surfers. Any item made of oak float will float regardless of most other factors. You could place like an entire ship on it, and as long as the ship is made completely out of oak float without much other things, it will probably just wash away a calm stream the size of a puddle. But yeah, that is its magical property, because like nothing else would do that. It's easily broken, I guess. Very low durability. 5. Herring. A small fish, such as red herring, are a small fish, such as red herring, which are synonymous with misidentification, as people would think they're salmon and be disappointed after catching them. There's not much to add since they exist in real life, and it's supposed to be a small fish. Like, it's small fish. What do you want from me? The sea, the main home of the octopi, the merfolk, and the mimics. Sirens are counted under merfolk. There is plenty of the fish in the sea, so there can't really be a shortage of life here. 1. Coral, spotted brain, fire, and wave coral. Spotted coral is an uncommon coral with large black thorns, used by the merfolk and octopi to make makeshift weapons and tools. Brain coral is not very smart. Its heart is not actually smart. Its hard shell resembles a brain. Funnily enough, it's used to make armor due to, the circular or curved shape of the brain coral being more fitting for armor than other types. And spotted coral and other types of coral wouldn't have plates easily manageable. It's used to make armor. Fire coral. It is the fire vine of the sea. It's not easy to harvest, causing severe pain when touched, followed by an inflammatory reaction, used as a poison or exotic weaponry. Wave coral is a more flexible type of coral. Its base waves around to collect more food as it filter feeds. It's seen as a snack to many animals, since you can just kind of yank it off or break parts off and expose the flesh, which is, again, kind of like crab legs. But they don't have the crab leg addiction like the other races did. 2. Seaweeds. Lush, scare, and peekaboo. Lush seaweed is overgrown, full, and to some, ready to harvest. Scarce seaweed. What you'd call seaweed right after a harvest or during a famine, if you can even have famines underwater. Peekaboo seaweed is what you call infested seaweed that is diseased or has something living inside of it. For instance, if there's a shark in a patch of seaweed using the seaweed to hide, then it would be a peekaboo seaweed. Yeah, you can tell that this is where I start running out of ideas. Pufferfish. You all know what a pufferfish is. Oh wait, actually, boom. Alright, we have these places. Let's see, where are we trying to... That's a whale, that's unique. Those things are unique. I don't actually think we talked about anything on here yet. I guess this would count as seaweed since that's what it was intended to be. Just hanging off the side here. Seaweed. Okay. But yeah, let's see. Pufferfish. Oh yeah, we're talking about this one. You all know what a pufferfish is, so let's add a twist. The spike fish is a fierce predator, sometimes called the scorpion fish, which is coincidentally another name for rockfish. The more you know. Their tongue doubles as a large stinger to inflict their poisons offensively, but they don't lose their defensive poisons. The splinterfish is a non-venomous variant that lives in the swamp. Its appearance is that of bark and driftwood, but it uses its camouflage to little effect, since most of the creatures can outsmart it, and, they still go and actively eat from the swamp. Let's see. Fish of the deep. Gulper eel / anglerfish. Alright, let's see here. This is the gulper eel, and this is the anglerfish. To most people... Alright. Most people see the gulper eel / pelican eel, because that's its actual name, as a horrifying creature. But I think of him as a little Pac-Man. This is probably because I was told that he's ugly and I felt rebellious. As the name suggests, gulper eel are in the I swallow my prey whole business and puff up like a balloon. Just give him a little dapper hat and you can torture him with politics. Maybe even a little bow tie. Anglerfish. No introduction is needed. It hides in the deep using its lantern to lure prey. These haven't been altered. The bass king has. Normally, bass are river fish, but after being chased out of the swamp, they became saltwater fish. Due to the abundance of space and food, some grew to a giant size, being called bass king. They're recognizable due to their head fin that's colored like a crown. There is a small transparent fin on the top of their head that has this unique yellow coloring. And that's how you can recognize a bass king. Alright, let's go there. They replaced tuna as a delicacy because we couldn't really go through an area without something eating something. Speaking of which, stone worms / magnify fish. Magnafish, as they're often called, uses its great eyesight to locate prey, specifically stone worms, that use their gray, tough skin to blend into the rocky seafloor. 7. Water bears. Giant and resilient water bears, resistant to damage in general. If hurt significantly, it will go into a hibernating sleep. To heal, it is invulnerable when caught it. Alright, yeah. I don't know why it does that. Maybe I just have too many tabs open. Let's get rid of Discord. Not really much I can do. Well, let's see. So, glow stars. 4, 5, 6, and 8 legs. You know, all the way to... They can basically double the amount of legs. You can tell how old a glow star is because every 10 years it gains a new leg. It also doubles in size. They start as small and normal starfish, but they have bioluminescence, but grow into the size of a house. They are used as decor when they are small, but you'll need to replace the decor, or they're placed in once they outgrow it. These are one of 2 fish that I feel like I'm just gonna put them in the floor in this like aquarium as like just the centerpiece of something, because that's immediately where my mind went. You can also put them into like, I don't know, your ceilings, your walls. 9. Whales. Normally whales are calm, wise creatures. I don't actually know what wise is spelled like. Is it like something like this? What is that? Watson Wi-Fi. Yeah. All right. So now, okay, I actually turned on my internet, so hopefully this should be better. But yeah, I feel like if you just made like glass fixtures like in your ceiling or on your floor, it would be beautiful to just walk around watching all the glow stars. And there's also a different creature that is also kind of used in decor, but we'll get to that later. 9. Whales. Normally whales are calm, wise creatures, but these whales have a mission. They guard the North Sea from invasive species that could pose harm to it. This is how I justify that you can't just swim out into the open ocean, because there are monstrous fish that will absolutely destroy you. Sea serpents. Small sea snakes that just don't stop growing. They are normally evil, they're intelligent, but don't have the power to do much, as they're outnumbered by tens of thousands. They are normally mistaken for sea dragons. Okay. Alright. They're normally mistaken for sea dragons. Sunfish. Flat, big... Alright. One moment. Let me check my internet. It is connected. I have no idea what's causing it to stop. Let's see. Those are hotkeys. Output, streaming, recording. Replay buffer, stream. Let's see, general. Automatically record when streaming. Okay, I don't know what's causing it to lag so much. Okay. So, let's see. We just talked about two more, I think. This is the magnifish and stone worm. This is the whale. This is the sea serpent. Let's see. This is the gulper eel. This is the sunfish. This is the water bear. Goodness, I think we talked about everything. I forgot to put this guy in. That was a mistake. No, it'll be fine. Just know he exists for when the actual game comes out. Let's see. Let's go to analytics. Alright, let's see. So, sunfish. A flat, big fish. Okay, so one more. I was about to talk about something before I was rudely interrupted by the stream crashing again and again. This is what a normal sunfish looks like. Mine looks very different. It looks very beautiful, or pretty, I guess. Basically, it is long, it has red and gold coloring, and, let's see. Flat, big fish. Sunfish absorb energy from the sun. They are a trophy among fishermen. When out of water, they have a bright golden red color. Some believe they have magic properties, but since they are hard to catch, most mages don't bother researching them as they can't obtain a stable supply. Oh, wait, no, this is different. Yeah, this is more accurate to this. Okay. Anglergar. Big, mean, and as ugly as, well, a fish. With a long muzzle full of sharp teeth, they can be a shock to see at first sight. 13. Jousting fish. Also known as spearfish, jousting fish propel themselves to incredible speeds, harpooning into prey. If they miss, they swim far away and turn around. Their horns are similar to that of a narwhal, but much, much bigger. Their entire face kind of just turns into a long spear. Like, it's part of their skull, their head. If caught, or more likely killed, its horn can be used as the blade for a great spear, which suffers no mobility drain in water, like some weapons. 14. Lava fish, also known as the meltfish, is extremely hot and uses the water around it to cool itself off. If taken out of the water, it will start melting. Many people joke and call it the puddlefish, but in reality, it is a marvelous fish. It's long with gold and red coloring, as bubbles form on the tip of its fins. Many wizards pay to study it, but equally as many collectors and noblemen will also pay a high price for this rare specimen. This is what I thought the sunfish was. So also, they get nourishment. Sunfish are basically like plants. I forgot to mention this. They get their energy from basking in the sun. They do not have conventional mouths. And since baits and fishing hooks and things like that don't interest them because they don't eat normally, they are harder to catch unless you actually like go into the water where a bunch of dangers are. So they normally are not really caught and usually not in really good condition. Lava fish, on the other hand, they live in extremely hot waters, producing a large amount of body heat. They use the water around them to regulate their temperature, and so when you take them out of the water, you usually have to put them in a container that you have to keep check of, otherwise the container could break, the water in the container could evaporate. There are just many problems, and this is also a very, very large fish. It is the second thing, like I said, that I could just see myself throwing in a giant aquarium into the floor and having a lava fish swimming underneath it. The problem is it requires a large amount of space, not only because it's very large, but also because it needs just a lot of water to cool itself off. 15. Fosh. Fosh are normally big, slow fish, dumb and stupid, easy to catch for inexperienced fishermen. They are also in every body of water due to their environmental variance. If you fish in a puddle after a thunderstorm, after a rainstorm, you may catch a fosh. They are the default noob fish. Any body of water that you can throw your line into will have a chance for you to catch fosh. They can survive pretty much any environment, including the sand sea, lava, a random puddle, because that would basically be a fire fosh, a earth fosh, and a water fosh that falls in the rain. It isn't even known how they get up there. And then if you go to the highest of mountains, you'll encounter the air fosh. I should really have like some sort of raid boss about like the Avatar or something. That would kind of be funny. But yeah, that is everything for today. Save all the changes. I don't know how much of this I got on stream, simply because my recording software stopped working like 13 times. Let's look at this. So let's see. No data. Alright, that's the first time. Stream healthy. Okay, that's the thing. Your audio. Okay, this is what happened when I started. Then this is for when I put put it on this, and I muted my mic so that it would be easier, I guess. Let's see. This is going to be mesmerizing, just looking at all of the stuff happening one layer at a time. Stream is healthy. So then I turned on the mic, which it said stream is healthy. Then it crashes for the first time. Alright, I fixed it because I keep catching it. I put this up instead of my streaming software so I'd have a better chance at catching it. So then I caught it, and then it crashed again. And I caught it, and it crashed a minute later. And then I put on the stream, and it crashed the same minute. And so I immediately did that again. 2 minutes later, it crashed, and now the stream is healthy. Goodness. That is sad and annoying. I don't know what's actually eating up my one moment. No, that's desktop. Task manager. Opera EX. Well, I mean that appears to be my answer. Doubt. Press X to doubt. And then again, there's this. Yeah, just checking up on the rival, I guess. Yeah, all of that. So yeah, that may have something to do with it. Also, yeah, I was looking up things like the spearfish, the spear-toothed shark. So yeah, I believe that is everything. I will have a Q&A Monday. That's what this is for. And if you stop by, you can ask any questions you like. It gives you 2 days to really digest all of this. And so, yeah, I think that's everything for the stream today. As always, I will see you next time. And until then... Oh, wait, we're going to get out of the ocean. I forgot, I completely forgot that. Next time on TCOP, now that the summer vacation saga has ended, we are going to... Oh gosh, just get rid of all this. Get rid of that. Get rid of that, sure. We are going to... We are going to the Amazon next time. I don't know if that entire sequence was cut out. I tried to do something cool, and then my streaming thing stopped working. Damn it. But yeah, this... Come on, I tried to do the exact same thing. I tried to do it twice. That is annoying. One moment, how much did I... Okay. How much did I lose? That is annoying. that I keep trying to like type this in to like send us off, and then the damn software keeps crashing. Okay. It appears to be good. Unfortunately, the moment is past, and I'm sad now and very angry about this. I just I don't know what keeps happening to cancel out my streaming software, because I think it's OBS. I think it has something to do with OBS. And I can't figure out what it is, because like there's something right here called auto stop, and I have a sneaking suspicion that might have something to do with it, but I could be just completely wrong. But yeah. Oh well. I'll I'll see you all next time. One moment. I should really go over here to